Hello and welcome to the Temple Nightly News. My name is Cumin and today our news teams have several interesting stories to share with you. Let's begin with Richard at our politics desk, who will tell us about a new monarch being crowned. Richard?
Thank you, Cumin. King Charles II has become the new ruler of England after the passing of Queen Elizabeth due to her old age. Charles was crowned in Westminster Abbey on May 6, 2023, and was given items to represent his royal power. During the crowning ceremony, King Charles will be in charge of protecting and deciding the laws of England. On the 8th of September 2022, Queen Elizabeth II passed away in her castle in Ballider, Scotland at the age of 96. She passed at exactly 3:10 p.m. United Kingdom time. A few months after she passed, her son Charles was crowned king to take her place. She will not be forgotten because of the important roles she served in the United Kingdom over the years. Queen Elizabeth II ruled for 70 years before she died. The last king of England, King George, ruled in 1936 through 1952. His grandson Charles was crowned king. The crowning ceremony for Charles took place in Westminster Abbey. Back to you, Cumin.
Thank you, Richard. Now it's over to Iris at our science desk, who will share some interesting news about advancements in the field of artificial intelligence. Iris?
Thank you, Cumin. A group of scientists in Austin, Texas have created an extraordinary new tool that used an AI program to translate brain activity into words. In May of this year, scientists in Austin, Texas found a way to make AI translate thoughts into words. They developed this to help people whose family members suffered from brain injuries. They had 3 volunteers, each spent 16 hours in an MRI machine listening to stories that encourage imagination. The researchers played a brand new story, then scientists gave recording of the volunteer's brain activity to GPT-1, an AI writing program. The words GPT-1 produced were similar to those in the story that people had heard. Our system really works at the level of ideas, says Alexander He, one of the scientists behind the study. He stated this system works to translate people's ideas even though it may be different wording. It's the same idea but expressed in different words. People who can't talk due to brain injuries are in what is known as a vegetative state. Victims of this state can still move, though very minimally, and cannot communicate. Back to you, Cumin.
Thanks, Iris. Now we turn to the world of entertainment. Kaylin tells us about an arts organization that is reaching out to the community. Over to you, Kaylin.
Thank you, Cumin. Wilshire, England. Yesterday, a 19-year-old was involved in a project that helps benefit a teen's self-esteem. The project, sponsored by Bad Harmonia, was held for the benefits of confidence and people overcoming the fear of performance. The story took place on the 16th of May in Wilshire, a county in South England. The idea of beneficial methods to help with confidence was brought up by Caitlin Newell. Her idea can lead to a positive effect in society due to the fact it can help many teens who struggle today with self-esteem. There are many people who are able to connect to the story because many individuals are going through the same thing. Most people in our society don't know about the social confidence booster that most teens would be obliged to nowadays. Due to this project, there are many teens building up their social skills and confidence. The teens writing and performing their own music benefits of developing supportive relationships as well. Even Miss Newport herself, who held this project, was shy at first and is still gaining her own self-belief with this process of her own project. Now back to you, Kina.
Thank you, Kaylin. Now for some news from our local community. Delhi has good news for us about COVID-19 pandemic restrictions here in LA community. Tell us about it, Delhi.
Thank you, Cumin. On Friday, May 9, 2023, the COVID-19 pandemic was declared over by the World Health Organization. They said that the spread of COVID-19 has slowed down and it is no longer considered a global emergency. During a meeting held by the World Health Organization, experts announced that COVID-19 is less of a threat now. The news affects everyone on Earth since it was a global pandemic and now it's finally ending after 3 long years. This is due to the fact that more people are now immune to COVID-19, which makes it harder for the disease to spread. On January 30th of the year 2020, the World Health Organization had declared COVID-19 to be a global emergency. That was over 3 years ago, and now the spread has calmed down. According to Dr. Maria Van Kerkhove, the leader of COVID-19 group at the World Health Organization, claims that the emergency phase is over, but COVID is not. This implies that there's still a risk of getting COVID, however, the chances are a lot lower than they were a few years ago. Scientists still advise cautions as people who are both healthy and weak can still catch it. With fewer cases of students catching COVID, our lives at Temple have been a lot easier. When everyone was still in elementary school, masks were required to ensure our safety at school. Now with the COVID pandemic being over, masks are no longer required since COVID was a big threat when it first hit. We had to do online school. Now we can return to our normal lives before COVID impacted it. And now back to you, Cumin.
Thank you, Deli. Finally, from our 7 Habits desk, Alex has information for us about how we can be proactive in our effort to care for our planet. Tell us about it, Alex.
Thank you, Cumin. Currently, the Earth is in danger due to a worldwide population of people using too much plastic. This land is in danger and we need to stop using plastic because if not by 2050, there could be more trash than fish in our ocean. According to a recent article in the Ellen MacArthur Foundation's News Plastic Economy, people should be aware that the pollution we cause is what is going to make Earth and humanity die. Living things on Earth could die in the year 2050 due to a lack of water in the oceans because most of the water will be consumed by garbage. Synergizing and being proactive together can help the environment. Teamwork and picking up trash around an area can help even if you're doing it alone. Back to you, Cumin.
Thank you, Alex. That concludes this edition of the Temple Nightly News. Until next time, stay strong, stay positive, and stay informed.